Close to the line. Bastanek arrives first, pushed too easily off the ball by Hahn, who does well to get the handball to Hill. He's well tackled in turn by Bastanek, so he did well, the youngster there, to get involved in the contest again, and we'll get a bounce between wing and half forward for the Bulldogs. Sorry for North. Margin 70 points. Bastanek's kick taken by Hahn, called to play on. Hargrave, clever sidestep around Thomas, kick towards Stack, who does well with the second effort. He's in amongst of 5 or 6 North Melbourne players. They eventually win out. Ferrito kicks towards half forward and will set it up a bit. Morris liked the look of that. He fists it away and Hahn can gather at ground level. Feed to Cooney. Little give is okay to Boyd. Boyd cuts back inboard, and a comfortable mark taken by Daniel Cross.
Enjoying this last quarter, Chriso. It's been a longish one, hasn't it? Harbrow for the Dogs. And there he is again, Brian Lake.
Crowd this afternoon, Tim, of 30,794, so not a bad turnout.
Yes, and the Kangaroos with a poor one last week of 16 against Adelaide. They'll be encouraged by 30 against the Bulldogs. North home game. Here's Gilby for the Dogs. A punishing kick. What a beautiful delivery that was. And Lake for number 35, and that's pretty good too. Jan Syracuse is back. But Smith, who is much taller than his Bulldog opponent, able to make a clean spoil there.
Take a look at Michael Ferrito. He's had a couple of big hits that he's laid on Hahn, and then this one on Jan Syracuse. Going hard at it, Michael Ferrito. You'd be happy to know, Chriso, that Brian Lake just had possession number 35, which takes him past Matty Scarlett's record.
See, great effort, isn't it? And Thomas marks between centre-half back and centre for the Kangaroos. Got an option wide, decides to go there. Grimer, short, Greenwood, who plays on. Kick towards half forward. O'Keefe couldn't take it through the legs of Lake. Quick to recover, though. There's another one. Morris, Hargrave, Cooney. Now, free kick, advantage called. So the Bulldogs can take it out of defence through Hill. His kick is okay, marked by Harbrow at centre-half back. Eagleton. Feeding it back to Hill. Cross. So no frontal pressure by North. So the Bulldogs just controlling things in their defensive 50 at the moment. Hargrave's got it. There he is, Brian. Disposal number 37. And look at that kick. Hit the target, Luke, from 40 metres.
90% kicking efficiency.
Griffin to the wing. Big Will, that's a good mark.
I'm really impressed with Big Will. He's not had enormous numbers and doesn't need to. He just needs to be controlled with his aggression. He needs to give a good contest. He needs to follow up better, and he's done a fair bit of that today.
Cooney, Lake again.
38.
Making hay while the sun shines. Wants to get it to 40. I reckon he's odds on to do it. Hargrave shares it with Cross, who just kicks it straight back 30 metres to Hahn. There he is. What's that? Number 39. And look at the efficiency with the kick. He finds his target. Griffin to Hill. To Boyd. Oh, he showed a bit of it to swallow, but Boyd's able to play on. That's not the best of kicks. And the mark's taken by McMahon.
Not a lot to enthuse the 30,000 in this final term as the game peters out. Bastanek.
Some old records, Michael, and so your PB was in 1989, round 16. You hit 30 against Sydney.
There's number 40.
As Brian Luck goes past, so your...
Is that all? 30?
30 was your best ever, Michael. You're just a miserable old defender today, aren't you? There you go. Going to get you a violin soon, the way you've been carrying on.
Oh, this is an awful way for a game to finish, really.
41.
Possession.
No, look, he's played very well, Brian Lake. All I'm saying, let's not say 41 possessions have been outstanding, because most of those possessions have been like what we're seeing right now. He's been a very good player today. done his job, but his performance has been inflated by this extraordinary possession count.
Bulldogs by 70 points. Not a lot for Brad Scott in the day, other than the fact that North were very competitive in general play early and wasted opportunities up front. Free kick and advantage here, and Harding breaks away. There's nobody within about 40 of goal, so he blazes, and Morris is able to get back ahead of Cunnington. There it is. It's the Bulldogs by 70. They've won 3 on the trot. They are 6-3 after 9 rounds. The Kangaroos are 4-5. The margin today was 70 points.
What do you make of all that today? I mean, the team's obviously getting some form together, which is encouraging. We should ask you about that first.
Yeah, look, I think it was a big win in the end, but I still think we can improve a little bit, with ball use and going forward and all that sort of stuff. So there's still improvement left, but no, just pleasing to get a win today.
Obviously, a big focus was you and Thompson, eh? That must be unbelievably frustrating for you to restrain yourself when a bloke comes out and all he wants to do for a large percentage of the game is niggle, push and harass you.
Oh, look, it's disappointing, but that's part of the game, I guess. Unfortunately, the rules cater for people like that, and you can't do anything about it, so it's got to cop it.
What do you say to the umpire? The whole thing would surely, wind would be taken out of his sails if a free kick was paid against him early?
Oh, I guess so, but, I'm not an umpire. I can tell them all I like, but if there's no actions, there's no actions.
Will you have a chat to Rocket or the footy department about this at the end of the day? Will you actually have a chat to them and explain why you eventually did get a bit frustrated in that before half-time?
Oh, not really. I think, as I said, it's part of the game. It's just something that's going to happen from week to week, and I'm aware of that. But as long as we come out and play footy again, I don't think it's a big issue.
So you don't find it frustrating?
No, it's frustrating, but as I said, it's part of the game, and if they think they're getting an advantage out of it, well, good on them.
Well, mate, you're in good nick, and the team's going well. Well done.
Thanks, mate. Good on you.
Good on you, Barry.
Yes, well, there was a bit of frustration showing there, I think, in his demeanour. There are the two protagonists, Hall and Thompson, at the end of the match, and there was no exchange of handshakes. Thompson at least sparked something for North during the third quarter, although I think largely sympathies are with Hall today.
Well, look, he did, and good on him for trying it on Scotty Thompson and having a crack. I'm going to go back down to Andy Marr.
Thanks, Darce, mate. Been a big week. Did it weigh on you heavily coming in?
No, thankfully in life I've been through these a few times, and who cares, only last couple of days, but we're to play footy. That's the great thing about it. You come out on the weekend and blow off some steam and win a footy game. Traditionally
you've been able to put yourself in the middle of a story though, and then come out and kick 4 and have 25 and be the man of the moment. You did seem to struggle a little bit today. Surely it must have weighed on you this one a little more heavily than others?
No, look, I haven't cared. Fortunately my wife's grandfather died and that was weighing on me way more than that rubbish. I do columns every week. Been doing it for 10 years. It's nothing new to me, but it went for the good guys today, I think.
And what did you think of the reaction to your column? And we're sad to hear for the family's loss, but what did you make of the reaction to your column?
Oh, yeah. It's a bit over the top, but that's life. That's people for you. They get a little bit sensitive. They don't know what to do, and everyone just jumps on the good side because you think it matters, because it doesn't.
Mate, they're waiting for you. We better let you go. Back to you, Tim.
Brave front, believe it.
A couple of cryptic messages there. I'm not sure. I reckon that penetrated in this week when you've got people all around the country, deputy prime ministers weighing in, and people outraged in the community. I'm not sure there's a bit of an ear there. I think that did penetrate. Getting back to the Scotty Thompson one, the AFL 12 months ago, I think it was, put a rule in place. If you're going to put your elbow in from behind, we'll pay free kicks. Maybe it's time to revisit that after today's game.
This might be the Rules Committee speaking. It is the Bulldogs by 70 points at Etihad Stadium.